Hey guys, it's Brian from carvingbanjos.com. If you have placed an order like mid-June and more recently, I'm finishing up those orders this week. Thank you for your patience. It's pretty easy for me to get behind because I do everything by myself. I have a lot of orders every month, and it's kind of just like a marathon year-round for me to keep up with orders. But thank you for your patience. You guys and your patience is what lets me live the life I've always wanted to live, and you guys are the reason I'm able to do my art and be happy doing it. So thank you, and thank you for understanding. I don't always want to be like 3-4 weeks out on orders, but if you think about it, that's probably like one of the best timelines out there for a custom handmade instrument. I know of other makers for other instruments, not just banjos, that are taking orders months and months and even years out. So their customers are waiting that long for an order. I guess the point is I like to be at about 2 weeks delay and less, but right now I'm more. So I'm just kind of struggling to get all my work done, and there's not really any way I can work faster. I have to work safe, and I'm just working through the list as the orders came in. I don't want to give like anyone priority, just the priority is the order it comes in. So I'm working hard to get everything out. And I want every single order to be a good banjo. I don't send out mistakes, and I don't send out parts that are not top quality. Every single kit I've ever made has been the best work I can do. So I've sold out of the gourd banjo kits. I'm finishing up the last of them hopefully today, get them all shipped out. The gourd banjo kit, you can still look at it on the website, but you can't buy it because it's out of stock. I have a handful of gourds left in my shed. I'm gonna have to look through them. They're kind of like the leftover gourds, like they're not very round, or they're like a bit smaller than I like to use. I'm thinking I'll probably put the gourd banjo kits back up with those gourds, and they'll be on sale, maybe 50 bucks less. And I just want you to know that they're not the best looking gourds, but they're still gonna be 100% like good quality. They're just kind of odd shaped, or not quite the same size I would like as shown in the pictures on the site right now. But I'm not gonna do that until I get caught up. I kind of soft launched the bent rim kits last week, and sales have been coming in on those. I'm using 10-inch and 12-inch maple rims. I did not bend them myself. This is just a way that I can take on more orders and have more time to fill the orders if I'm not bending the rims. I do plan to still offer my handmade steam bent rims on some things in the future, but for now I'm using these rims. They're very good quality rims. They look good. The only thing I can say is that I'm just not the one that bends them, and I think that's okay. I just don't want anyone to think that I'm still making those. And if that's important to you, you can get a hold of me, and maybe we can work something out where I make you a rim. But likely I'll probably say no. because I just don't have time. The whole reason I'm switching rims is because I just don't have time to bend, 30, 40 rims a month anymore. I never really had time. I just put all of my time into it, and I need to focus my time on other things, so this is why I'm doing it this way now. I have 8 different neck options with and without frets, and that's on all of the kits now. So there's like, I think all the combinations, there's like 98 different options for unique banjos. And I get asked a lot if I'll bring back the cello kit, and the answer is yes, the cello kit is actually already there. With the bent rim kits, I'm including a versatile set of strings, and that way you can pick and choose your gauges, so you can have like higher traditional banjo tunings, or you can do low cello octave tunings just by choosing which string you want. I make my string sets out of classical nylon guitar strings, and for the higher set you need one extra high E string from the guitar set for that 5th string. So I'm either taking the top 4 strings plus an extra for the 5th banjo string, or I'm taking the bottom strings out of a guitar set, and that's how I do it. I hope that makes sense. I will include more instruction on that when you buy the kit, so you'll understand exactly which strings you want to use. And back to the cello kit, I'm no longer calling it the cello kit. The cello neck style is now called the Liberty neck, and this is because I don't want to box in any of these kits to be a specific tuning. All of the necks have universal sizing, like the width of the nut and the scale length. They're all the same, and I've made them all big enough to accept cello strings, lower strings, thicker gauge strings. So technically any kit could be a cello banjo kit if you put the lower set of strings on it. Now, if you specifically want a cello kit and in the most optimized format, I would say get the 12-inch bent rim kit and then put the cello strings on it. And I think there's sometimes confusion with the word cello. In the banjo world, we're just using the word cello kind of like the way you would say baritone or octave. It just means we're in a lower tuning. So you can look into cello banjos if you're interested in that. I really do love the way these banjos sound tuned really low. I think they sound great. It's just more natural sounding to me, and more mellow. So I think a lot of people like that, and that's why my cello banjo kits had been so popular. And while I took that specific thing off the site, you can still create it, and you can use any of those 8 necks to make yourself a cello banjo kit. So there's a lot more options now. I think there might be a little bit of confusion about it. Really, the only reason I had a cello banjo kit specifically on my site was for a marketing thing. There was nothing really special about that banjo to make it a cello banjo kit. It was just the only one. It had the widest neck first, and I specifically sent out low strings with that kit. But now you can make any of your kits a cello banjo kit. I don't really recommend doing it though with the gourd banjo kits, because it might put extra strain on the gourd, and we really don't want to do that to the gourds because gourds are kind of fragile, and over time, if you have a lot of strain in one part of a gourd, it can cause it to deform, and I'm trying to avoid that as much as possible. So, but really, like the mountain banjo kit and either of the bent rim kits, you can totally put low strings on them. Hope that makes sense. Also, check out the forum at carverbanjos.com. It's already becoming a place where people post their builds. It's a very simple forum. It's got limitations, file size limits, all of that. It's the best I can do. I'm not a very tech savvy person. It's a good place to go to get help from other customers, because once you put a banjo, one of these kits together, I guarantee you're gonna have pointers and to help someone else out, and it's a good way for everyone to get to know each other. I'm gonna pop in there occasionally. To be totally honest, I thought I'd have more time to post on there. I just don't. I don't have time to be online. I have to keep working in the shop. I hope I can get caught up and ahead of things at some point. But right now, let's go there. I can't promise you I'm always going to be online, but at the very least, I hope that my customers can help each other out there. So it's kind of a bittersweet thing. I really wanted to be able to spend more time on there. I just don't have the time right now, but I will eventually. And I will be reading everything on there, and I hope it takes off. But I do feel like I've been kind of absent on the forum. It just is what it is. So this is a very long video today. The gourd banjo kits are out of stock right now. I'll bring them back later. The bent rim kits are now available, and thank you for all of your orders, and thank you for your patience. And I'll let you know when we get a new update going, when something else happens. I do have a few other ideas out there. I'm planning to make some short scale banjos based on the 10-inch rims. Please don't ask me to sell you one right now because I'm not ready yet, but that is gonna happen in the near future. And with those short scale necks, I'm also gonna make those available on the travel banjo kit body, and those new necks are also gonna be available on the mountain banjo kit body. So we're gonna have a lot of options very soon. It's gonna be really cool. So check it out, carverbanjos.com. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.